Hello my planner pals and welcome back, and if you're new here then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di. I am here at Creative Karma Design in a very festive mess on my desk. I'm going to show you today the foundation pages, the prep pages for my album. This is my December daily. It's already looking a little bit chunky and I quite like it. So this is a 10x8 album. I did have to, is this one? I have another one of these. They sent me another one because this one will not stay closed. This one will not stay closed. Can't even. So I'm going to share with you some of the foundation pages, the prep pages that I've done. Now, caveat, I have literally watched, I think, almost everything online for December Daily. Some of these are ideas from Ali Edwards, some of them ideas from other people. So some of these are my original ideas, some of them aren't, is what I will say. Some of them I have just run with. I have a video all about my prep day table of contents. So then I have this. This is my reason why. I think this was a Ali Edwards inspired. And then I just ran with it. Because that's what I do. What I'm going to do is I videoed some of the stuff, like I have footage of me putting it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put timestamps down below. And share with you the process behind it. This one has a process. It will be down here somewhere. So I'm going to call this my reason why. And it's basically just a little tag. Got my journaling on the back and there. So on here, I've got vinyl, cardstock, brads, vellum, stitching, all sorts of things. But I love that. I love it. And then I have this page, and I'm going to do, because it was my first December daily prep day, I just figured I wanted to do something, and this is just a placeholder for the photo that I have to put in there. So imagine it with a photo in. I haven't done it yet, but this, again, I think I have a process. I will put it down here, and I'll just give you a brief voiceover. But these stars are from Hobby Lobby. They're like wood stars. But yes, my plan, I'll tell you my plan is to put the photo in with word art here. I know the photo, word art here, and then I have a little pull out thing for the journaling. That's the plan. And then we have what I'm going to do as my first pocket page, and I have my number 1 here. Now I have a big number 1 because, as you'll see later, I was trying to cut out, can you see that this is textured cardstock? It's got little polka dots on it. I was trying to cut this out as a 16. And the cricket ate my cardstock. So I think this will be a pocket page for day 1 about decking the halls. That is that is my plan. And I've just put these in here as placeholders, but my feeling is it will be more of a decorating the house kind of page. And then on the back side, this cardstock is double-sided. So I'm thinking of using these two. Because they've got like the stars on, and then I've got the joy, and then these will be 2 6x4s, and then I will put the number 2 somewhere. This one, again, I have a process video for somewhere here, and these are the files from Ali Edwards, like little tab things. I've got little pockets here. So I cut these out on my Cricut. 3 little tabs. My idea, these are from Hobby Lobby. My idea is that whatever day 3 is, this will be day 3. This will be day 3. Now, I can leave it as it is. I've got options. This is what I'm trying to do. Give myself options. I can put my journaling in here, right? And then put photo and journaling here, or title here, whatever. Or if I don't have a photo, or I only have small photos, I can put a big 3 here, and then put a little journaling or something on the little tags. That's my plan. On the back of that, which will be tentative day 4, I've just covered with the same cardstock. Again, this is the double-sided cardstock. I've cut out the fa la la. My plan is photo, fa la la, journaling. Don't know if that's what will happen, and then no number for this, but I had this left over from something. Again, this is one that can move. It can move days, but it's a little pocket page. It's a little pocket page, and I've got tags inside. I've put 2 in. I think there's 2 in there right now. But yeah, it's a little tag page. Now I could just do, let's say that was day 4. That could be 5. That could be day 5. And I could put another one on for day 6. However, I have this, and this I can change because right now it's a 9, but I put it on vellum inside, so I could turn this upside down and use this for day 6. I'm trying to be a bit versatile, and then either put something in here, like a photo or something for day 6/9. Again, leaving myself open for these. More pocket pages, either day 14 or day 21. Oh, it's not day 21. I've got a day 21. It's not 21. But if I use this, my plan is, because I wanted this with the lights and the lights, I wanted it to match, I can cut out something else and put a new number there, or I could cut a circle out of there and put that there. That's my plan. That I can crunch the numbers together. And again, now this will be day 15. I've got the trees. This was from cardstock. This was just from the paper pack that I got. So yes. And then another process video. This is my 16 shaker pocket. I've got this. Can you see the shaker pocket? Again, this was the 16 that I had on textured cardstock initially, and then my Cricut ate it. So I had to do it in different. And then I ended up with, because I had to do this side and this side, I ended up with 2 sets of 1s and 6s. So I've had to process that. But I've got stars in here. You can see that. There's like little stars for the shaker pocket, because this is my birthday. 16th is my birthday, so it deserved a special page. And then this will be the pocket page connected to that with the photos from my birthday. This will go here once I've put the photos in. And then day 17 will again be a pocket page. This again is another little leftovers, scraps that I just decided to use. I think there might be a process video, I don't know. Little pocket page, but easy to do. And I just added this on the back, and I think this will be day 19. And then I have some little tags. This is an old Christmas card somebody sent me. I have 2 of these. You'll see another one of these in a sec. But I have that, and then I put 3 tags in, so that if I wanted to, I could either do 1, I could just do 1 and back them back to back, or whatever. But yeah, or I could do day 21 and then day 22, and they're both tag pages. This has a process, but I cut felt from on my Cricut. I cut felt. This I cut out on my Cricut, and I popped it up off the page. But I just wanted a page protector because I'm going to put a big photo in here. I don't know if it's going to be one big photo or a photo and then a little half journaling. This is again a pocket page to go with that. These are just like fillers right now. And I can steal from these for other pages. Again, we've got that other Joy card, and there was journaling on this, and I've just created a little flip up. I'm undecided whether I will cut out a little half circle here for the flip up or put a little tag in. And then I can either put photo, journaling, whatever I need. And this is in a half page protector. There is a process video, and it's in a little half page protector that I've made. I've put vellum in here because I'm not sure right now if I want to put these snowflakes in there. I think I do, but I'm just holding off because I don't know. And then on this side, I've just put it inside because I've got this little tag page, but I'm not sure about it, whether I want it on there or whether I'm going to put a photo on there. So I'm just holding it in there, and it's going to have the snowflakes in there. Oh, these snowflakes are from Dollar Tree. And then here I've just put another half page protector in just as a placeholder. And then I have a scrap lift. This is Ali Edwards scrap lift. She did this in a smaller, she did it, I think hers is an 8x10. So this will be my day 30, possibly, day 30 yearly recap. And I've got thank you 24 and then all of the months. And there is a process video. And then I will put either one photo and some journaling, or a little photo collage of like 4 photos and then journaling, and you'll be able to flip each one up. And then day 30 there. And then a pocket page, I think, to finish. I think my one little word will go here. Like saying goodbye to 23, saying hello to 24, and then kind of using both of my words. I think I'm doing something like that for New Year's Eve. So that is my album so far. I am going to do, I think like every 5 days I'll pop in with a recap and some process videos. But yeah, this sucker will not stay closed. My hope is that after I've done the album, I can super glue these shut, because that one will not stay closed. They did send me a replacement. I don't want to put it on until I'm done. So yeah, that is my December daily so far. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye. And here are all the process videos. So first up on the process pages is going to be the year in review. So I didn't do my foundation pages in any real order. I did my table of contents and then just kind of went out of order. I had literally just seen Ali do her foundation page and wanted to copy it. So as you see, I just put the glitter vinyl on some 12x12 cardstock. This is the vinyl the vinyl/cardstock that I'm going to cut the scallops out of. And the scallops, like the SVG, PNG file or whatever, is from Ali Edwards. It's from the digital kit. So I'm just setting up my Cricut and getting all of that done. And yeah, cutting out the scallops took a hot minute to do. And I think I have the deep blade, the fine cut blade, and the knife blade now. And I just ordered some more Cricut stuff. So I am in full Cricut mode. So in the meantime, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for the base. What are they going to go on? So I'm just deciding what colors I want and stuff like that. So you can see here, I've got 9 of the tags, the little background scallopy tag things done. And I just do, again, another sheet, because I need 12, right? I need 12 to do this, because 12 months of the year and all that. So yeah, I'm just, again, the vinyl from Dollar Tree is fine. It's fine, friends. So I'm just putting it on the cardstock, and this is how I like to do it. You know, you do you. Everybody has their own way of doing things. I'm just putting it on the cardstock to make it chunkier, to make it a little bit more chunky. So yeah, that's how I use the Dollar Tree vinyl. I just mount it onto cardstock. It's much easier if you do that, but it is quite flimsy compared to regular vinyl, but once you mount it onto cardstock, it's fine. So I've got my Cricut running here, and then I've printed out all the thank you 24 and the months. And again, this was a download from the December Daily 2024 prep day. So just printing all those out. I've just put the months on there, and I'm doing, I think these are 2.5 wide. I think they're roughly about 2.5 wide, 2.5 inches wide. So yeah, I've got all of these, and I'm cutting them into the rectangles. I'm going to cut them all up, and then I'm going to score them and fold them in half. So yeah, it's a long process, a long process. So I don't think I really appreciated how long this kind of stuff took, and I just don't think I remember. So, because I used to do this all the time, but I just don't think you remember like how much time it takes. And time flies when you're having fun, right? So I've got my little scallopy things. I don't know what we're calling them, scallopy things. And I have a little brain fart moment where I'm like, how the hell are these going to fit on here? They're too big. And because Ali did all of hers on one page, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing a two-page spread. So I folded all of the little flip ups, attaching them to the vinyl scallopy cardstock tags. Don't know how else to say that, but yeah, I used a ton of adhesive as well in this project. I will say that. Like, I'm happy that I thought ahead and got some extra adhesive, but yeah, I've used a lot of stash over the last couple of weeks, and I'm super happy about that because it's just been so fun. It's been so fun. So I've got my 12 little tags here, little flip up scallops, and I'm trying to decide what I want to put them on. Do I want green? And I think the gold really pops on the red. So I take one of the page protectors out of the album because I want to know what size to cut the bases out of that are outside the page protectors, because these are going to be flip ups, right? I'm going to put journaling and a little photo inside, like a little highlight is what I'm going to do for each month. Like, what was the highlight of each month? So I choose this red plaid and then lay everything down, figure out, get them in the right months for one. So, and then lay everything down and then just adhere everything. Again, things that take so long, and you can see that I'm just kind of going over things with my scraper just to make sure all the adhesive's down. I mark where the holes are going to be and punch out the holes from the paper, and you can see that I'm using one of the page protectors as a guide. This is the new punch to me, the new crocodile punch to me, the little, like, I'm going to call it the heavy duty punch. I love this thing. I love this thing. I can't believe that I waited so long to get one, but I absolutely love it. So that is my year in review. And again, scrap lifted from Ali. I totally love it. Totally love it. And what I decided to do was, because I wanted this to be a particular day, I wanted it to be day 30, because day 31 is New Year's Eve and there's already stuff we're going to do for that. So yeah, I've got day 30 here, and this I'm going to do as a big 30 and then put it in as an attacher with like little attacher things. You'll see those in a sec. So I've cut the 30 out of black glitter cardstock. This is from Dollar Tree, and I've reversed it and cut a 30 in reverse out of the snowflake pattern that you see here. I thought I'd made a mistake initially, and then I realized that I just had the thing upside down. Sometimes my brain doesn't work. That's all I got to say. So I stick the 30s back to back so that I've got black glitter and black snowflakes, black pattern snowflakes. And then because there's white on the edge, I just take my ink pad and my dauber and just like blacken up the edges so that it's not as stark on the edge. I could have used gold. Gold would have worked as well because that is my accent color. But yeah, so I just take that and ink up the edges. Now, in Ali's store, there are these little attacher things. You can get them in colors, like white, I think there's black, I think, and then there's clear. And they basically just stick things between the stickiness, and then you've got the hole punches. Those work really well. I will say the holes, I don't think, they're very, very snug. The holes are snug. So I'm just testing them here. I think I might go in and make the holes a little bit bigger. So you can see that I've put some in and I'm just, putting the 30 down so that it's attached between the attachers. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, these things are so good. So good. I really love them for like floating elements like the 30. Yeah. I was surprised how much I loved this kind of things. But yeah, then I don't have to kind of put the number anywhere for that day. So another foundation page that I wanted to do was for the 25th because, it's Christmas Day and that's what I'm embracing. I'm embracing Christmas. So I cut on December Daily Prep Day. That was on November the 3rd. I cut this 25 out of felt. So this is out of red felt. Big 25 because I wanted it the full page protector, the full size of the album. And then the Believe is, again, the glitter cardstock that I've made from just cardstock and the Dollar Tree glitter, the Dollar Tree glitter vinyl. So I'm just trying to decide what paper to use. I end up choosing some paper and cutting it to size because again, I want the red foam, the red felt to pop. I want the red felt to pop. That is the plan. So the felt that I got, some of it was adhesive, so like it was already self-adhesive. So I stick some of that down. I just do it half at a time. And yeah, I can't understand why for so long I was reluctant to do other things on my Cricut. I loved cutting this felt. It was fantastic. But then the Believe needed like the foam adhesive underneath it, because otherwise it was going to be like floating. So I take all the little dotted foam adhesives with the little dots and put a bunch of that on the Believe, and then just put it on top of the 25, and then I call that one done. Just slipping it into the page protector and calling it done. But I just love that page. And again, I'm just like, do I want some trim? And I'm like, I may add that afterwards. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm calling it done for now. So then we go on to my reason why page. I debated back and forth if I was going to do this or not, but I was just like, yep, let's do it. So Ali had some digital files in the December, I think it's a Story by the Month kit. And it was, December looks like this. And that's what I wanted. I wanted the artwork, but it was on a tag. So I put it in Photoshop, removed the background, and then just isolated the December looks like this thing, you know, the text. I've got my background paper, a couple of circles in white, in red, and in green, and a vellum. You can see I've got a vellum circle as well here. So my idea was that this vinyl would go on top of the green circle, and the green circle would become a tag. And this is where I make a mistake, because I thought I was adhering the green circle to the red circle. What I should have been doing was adhering the red circle to the white circle, because what I want to do is create a tag with the green circle, and it will sit inside a half vellum circle. It was, again, an idea that I saw, I think it was on Ali's page, where she had these little like half circle pockets, and I wanted to take that idea and run with it. So I'm adhering the two circles, the white and the red circle, down, and again I've fluffed up by putting adhesive on that green one. So I want the December looks like this in white, and then the magic will go on the vellum. That's the plan. So I'm cutting my vellum in half-ish, and again that will be a little pocket that the green circle will sit in. So I'm trying to decide, how the hell do I do this? So I printed my journaling onto a circle and just cut that out with my Cricut. And I'm trying to figure out, how the hell do I get that on there? Oh, and I do print the journaling out the wrong size. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this and save the green circle. And in the end, I just say, screw it. And I start over and I just cut another green circle. Like, I can't believe, like, I just spent so long trying to do this when I just ended up cutting another green circle anyway. It doesn't matter. It's one green circle. Just move on. So I go and cut another green circle. That's basically all I do. I cut another green circle. So I tidy up the white journaling, get the green circle cut, adhere those, because I wanted a little, I'm going to call it a little rim on the back. And I wanted it to look like a tag, basically. I wanted it to look like a tag. So I adhere the journaling to the card, and then I have to make sure that the card is the right way up in the pocket that I'm creating, in the vellum pocket. And then I'm like, how am I going to attach this vellum? So I wanted to mention here as well that if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm chatting with my friend as I'm crafting. And I decide that I'm going to hand stitch the vellum onto the page. So I'm doing some little punch holes. I get my embroidery floss out and then realize that I don't have red or green embroidery floss. So the red and the green prep didn't matter anyway. So I just decided I'm going to do white. Fine, I'll just do white. So I'm going to hand stitch just with a simple back stitch onto the page, and I'm just tying down the ends with some washi tape. Doesn't need to be fancy. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm just going to stitch it by hand. I could have done it with machine, but I didn't. So yeah, I go off and do that, come back, I'm going to put the transfer tape with the vinyl words, and it's all very intricate and small. I'm going to put that onto the green tag, making sure that it's the right way up. Ask me why. Making sure that it's the right way up. And this is I think I either like the second or the third time I've worked with vinyl. I love it. So the tag goes inside there, and I decide then that I want that to be in the center, the green tag. I want all the circles to be layered. Oh, how am I going to get it to stay in the center? So I get the brads from Michael's. These are little star brads, and I just put 3 in, 2 to hold the green circle in, and the other one just as a decoration because 3 looks better than 2. I'm going to add the magic glitter word onto the vellum, and then I've got a 2024 that I've just cut out of the Dollar Tree vinyl, and I'm going to put that on as well. And I'm just trying to decide, do I want it on the circle? Do I want it in the corner? Do I want it in glitter? Do I want it in white? And it's just, yeah, it's just a lot of back and forth trying to decide what the hell I want. And in the end, I do go, I think, with the glitter vinyl. So I'm just going to put that on, and I don't bother with the transfer tape when it's only a few. I'm just going to put those on. So yeah, and then again, trying to decide what ribbon do I want on this tag, how am I going to attach it to the tag, and I just end up using some ribbon from, I think this was from Dollar Tree, and I just used my little tiny attacher stapler to hold that in place, trim the edges, and then yeah, it sits in there beautifully with those brads, beautifully. So I have that is my reason why page, again, scrap lifted, I think from Ali. And again, these are outside the page protector, so I'm just holding the pages together, punching the holes and calling that one done. So I then have to think about what am I doing on the back side of this reason why page. And that's just how my brain works. Like if this is a particular page, what do I want on the back side of that? Because when I open that, I'm going to have a 2-page spread. And what I decided that I wanted was I want something to, I'm going to say, commemorate the fact that this was my first December daily and my first December daily prep day that was on the 3rd of November. So I decided that I was going to take a photo that I did on prep day and put that in my album. And that was going to be like a pre-December daily prep day type photo thing. So you can see me playing around with some ideas here, and eventually I figure out I'm going to do a spread where I have my title on the left, like vertically, my photo in the middle, and then some kind of decor on the right where the rings are. So I'm just trying to figure out the paper here. I eventually settle on this red snowflake paper and this red plaid. So I'm going to put that on. Because I know that I want a vertical title, like I end up putting like DD Prep Day or something like that. And again, just cut on my Cricut. But it's so hard for me because when I was scrapbooking before, I would always scrapbook and have the photos. And now I have to scrapbook around the photos kind of thing. So the foundation pages have been a struggle. So I'm trying to decide if I want these silver stars. Do I want 6? Do I want 3? And the biggest hand punch that I have, the circle hand punch, is 1.5 inches. So you can see me here, like kind of putting the white paper in as like a placeholder for my photo. And I know I want a white background, a white circle behind these stars. And I'm just like, I don't think they're what I want. So I dive into my stash and I find these snowflakes. These are from Hobby Lobby. So I dive into my stash, decide that I'm going to use those instead, go to my Cricut, and I cut out 3 circles that are just a little bit bigger. I don't think they were quite 2 inches, something like literally like another 1/4 inch-ish. So I go cut those out on my Cricut, get those done, and then I'm trying to figure out then how to attach these wooden snowflakes to the circles. Like, how am I going to attach these? And again, this has been part of the thing. And I decide that they just looked a bit blur. the wood on the white circle. So I go back again to my Cricut software, make another set of circles in this kind of tan color, like the same kind of color as the snowflakes. I actually do the circles too big the first time, and I go back and I recut them to a slightly smaller size, which I think looks so much better. So much better. And again, I'm trying not to stress about the fact that now I have 3 circles that don't fit. So again, like, how the hell am I going to attach these? I try attaching them with glue, and that does work, but I do wonder how it would work in kind of the long term, like holding up outside of the page protector and stuff like that. And again, I'm measuring here for the title, and I end up cutting out the letters. I think they're like an inch tall or something like that. I end up just cutting them out of sticker paper because, you know, that's my roots, is sticker paper. I freaking love sticker paper. So I go cut those out on my Cricut out of sticker paper. So I come back, and in the meantime, I've punched the holes and all of that. So that left-hand side strip that you can see here, you can just kind of see that it's a different color to the bit where I've put pick on it, just so I remember that that is going to be my photo. I still have that on now. And I think, hey, why not do some more stitching? So I get my embroidery floss back out, and I decide that I'm going to do a little stitch to hold, like in a couple of places, just to hold the snowflakes on. So I'm pre-punching a couple of little holes, and I look at the black and I'm like, I like it, I just don't love it. So I end up doing a similar kind of like tan to the tan outside circles on those tabs. So I get that, decide what I'm doing here, and I end up doing like just a little loose knot on the front, just for a little extra texture. It just looked like it would fit in more with the snowflake. So I just did a couple of little knots and then continued that on the other ones. And so they all ended up with about 3 little knots on them, or 3 little stitches. So once I got that done, I decided that I was going to put my title down. So I weeded that out, took all the little insides out, and was kind of like, yep, this is coming together. I like it. Let's get things adhered down. So I stuck down the circles, and they stuck remarkably well. I was really happy with those. And then I used a little bit of washi tape to get all the letters off and get them off in one line. A great little hack. Great little hack. I did end up ripping one of the letters a little bit, but that's okay. And then that is my prep day page done. I think I'm going to put a little quote on the photo, but yeah, that's my prep day page done, and I really, really like it. So then you can see here that what I decided to do then was just go through and cut up some of the, I'm going to call them like the journaling cards, out of the cardstock that I purchased, because I've got 3 different sizes of page protector for this 10x8 album, and some of them are 4x4, some of them are 6x4 and 3x4. So I'm just going to make a couple of little pocket pages and have those prepped ahead of time and ready to go. Again, all of these things can move around and stuff like that, but I wanted one to go with Christmas Day, and the other one I think is going to go opposite the December Daily Day. So this one is going to be a page that has 3 little tag inserts in it. This little, I don't know what you call these, the little tag holder, this little tag holder, the file is from Ali Edwards. She has this as a download in the digital kit. I just imported it into Cricut, cut the shape out of red cardstock, scored it, folded it, stuck them together. They came together really easily, and I was really impressed with myself once I did it, because mostly it was just about the sizing. What sizing did I need for these to fit 3? So I wanted 3. This is roughly my day 3. I wanted 3 to fit vertically on top of each other on the right hand side of a page. That was my plan. So I'm just going to adhere all of these together, and then I make like a base page is what I want to call it, where they're going to sit. This is where they're going to sit. Okay, how many of these do I want? Do I want all three? Do I want them down the side of that page? That was my initial plan, was I was just going to have them down the side of the page. And then I'm just trying to decide, what do I want? Do I want it as a full-size page? So yeah, there was a lot of what my mother would call hemming and hawing about this. So I'm trying to decide. I think I want the green to go with the red. Do I want a little short page? Do I want a big page? And those stars from the previous page come back out, and I use them on the front of these little tag holders. So I'm just going to put those on. They're going to go onto the green cardstock that you can see there, the green plaid cardstock. And I'm like, yep, that's going to be it. That's going to be my page. So I'm just going to use the fake page, the fake page as my guide. The three little tags will go on the right hand side, and then I'm going to make some white tags to go underneath. I'm going to cut the little circle off. That's one of the things with that set, and that's, I've fallen foul to that before, of that pattern paper having a little hole in it where it you know, it's for like the little things, the little racks in the store. So I'm just going to try and cut that off each time now, because I've fallen foul of that at least 3 times now. So I'm making some tags to go into the tag holders. I'm going to call them tag holders. And I've just done 3. I can do more when I feel like it. And here I am trying to figure out the end, how to cut the end off. But yeah, I just make 3 little tags and pop those into the little holders. I don't know what you call those. They've got a name, I think, but I don't know what it is. So I just pop them into the little holders. And yeah, that's basically it. I just add some little bits of pattern paper just to give them a little bit of fun. But yeah, and I just called my page done. I'm calling in that one done. I don't need it to be any fancier than that. I don't need it to be any fancier than that. I really don't. So again, I'm thinking about the back of this page. So I just flip it over, and I've got some white cardstock. Just put some white cardstock on there to mount it, trimming it, because again, most of the cardstock is double-sided. So I've got a little strip of that kind of winter floral. I'm going to punch it before I do anything else. So I know where my punches are. I put an extra green strip on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to call this one done. I'm just going to put the fa-la-la, attach it loosely with a little paper clip, and then call that one done. It doesn't need to be any fancier than that. It's just a foundation. I have to keep remembering this is just a foundation. So the next up is the big tag pocket. And I just make this out of some of the cardstock that I had lying around. And I'm like, okay, let's just fold it in half, glue the edges, figure out where I want my holes, punch my holes. I do make a mistake here and I punch the fold rather than the bit that I glued, which is okay, it's fine. So punch the holes, and you can see that I only have like 5 holes. That's okay. It's okay to be outside the page protector. So I'm going to make a couple of tags, again, just using regular white cardstock. Trying to decide how big they're going to be, but yeah, I just need regular white cardstock. That's all I need. I don't need anything exciting. Doesn't need to be rocket science. So I make a couple of little tags, and I decide that I'm actually going to decorate one of the tags. Decide that they're too big for a start, too tall. So again, I'm trying to figure out, this is kind of like a template, if you like. Like, what's the template going to look like? So this is my template, and it's going to be a big chunky tag. So once I've done that, I decide that I'm just going to cover it in pattern paper, and I just use whatever is laying around. I just think I'm just going to use this paper with the lights on it. Just seems like a nice decorative paper to add to this. And I don't know what the story will be, but yeah, I can journal on the front. I can put the number on the pocket. I can put the number on the tag. Yeah, so I put, I think, 2 loose tags in there, but yeah, I've got options. But that was just something that I thought was a good little use of the stuff lying around. All right, so the next one is going to be my shaker page, my day 16. So the 16th is my birthday, and I knew that I wanted to do something really, really fun for my birthday, my birthday page. I wanted to do a shaker page. I haven't made a shaker in at least 15 years. So this took a while. So what you don't see off camera here is that I have some red textured cardstock, and I'm going to cut out a big 16. That was the plan, that it would be red on one side and then this like candy pattern paper on like peppermint candy pattern paper on the other side. That was going to be the plan. 16 cut out the middle, and then there would be shakers inside. However, my Cricut ate the textured cardstock, so I had to restart and think over, which happens, but I didn't have any more of the textured cardstock. So it was back to the drawing board, trying to find some cardstock that would kind of go together. So the only like shaker filler stuff I had was gold stars, gold glitter, and gold sequins. So it had to be something that would really go well with gold and not be too busy. So what I decided to do was use this star paper, this star wreath paper, and then the square grid paper that you can see here. So I'm just running both of those through my Cricut with the large 16. And to save time, rather than mirroring the 16, I just put the paper backwards on the second cut. And then I got some acetate transparency things from my stash. These are available pretty much everywhere, but these are just some that I have in my stash. And then I'm going to go around the holes that I've created, and I've saved the little middle of the sixes. So I'm going to go around the holes, and I adhere the transparency to the holes that we've got. You can see how that's working here. So I put the 6 back in to put the middle of the 6 back where it belonged. And again, doing that on both sides, because you need the transparency on both sides in order for the shaker things to shake. The shaker things to shake. So I'm adhering that down. And again, this process took way longer than what you expect. Way longer. So I'm adhering all of that down. Again, use lots of adhesive. So I'm going to get out the fillers and see what my fillers are. Again, I've got gold stars, I've got gold glitter, I've got all the golds. So I'm putting adhesive around the edge. And again, ran out of all the adhesive, putting adhesive all around the edge because I don't want this to fall out anywhere. So I put all the little sprinkles and stuff in. I put all the sprinkles in, all the stars in. In hindsight, I wish I'd put more in, but it always looks a lot when it's laying flat. So again, adhering that, happy with it, because it's too late if you're not. And then I'm going to trim, again, the edge of the papers because I'd left that little circle hole in. And I'm just checking that nothing's leaking. And it felt like it was, but again, it's just because glitter gets freaking everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And again, I'm just going to trim it to outside of the page protector. Punch the holes for the binding. And yeah, that was a page that took far too long, but was so enjoyable, and I love it. And I learned a lot from it. I remembered a lot from it. I think that was part of it. So I've got some like glitter stars here, like glitter vinyl stars, and I'm just going to put a few of those on because I felt like it needed something extra. So yeah, just going to adhere those on, and I have enough for both sides. So I end up just putting those on both sides and then calling my day 16 done. My shaker page is done. And I'm just then trying to save as much of the other things as I can for other projects. All right, and then we have my flip up page. This Joy cardstock you see here, and you'll see it in a second, but it's a Christmas card that I was sent years ago. So you can see me here taking a regular 8.5 by 11 page protector and trying to get out this little white core from the edge, because I'm going to use this, put vellum in the middle, and I'm going to punch new holes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch new holes. Again, using what I have, and this is what I've realized, like I've had whole new worlds open to me with this new hole punch. So I cut the vellum. I do have to trim it a little bit, but yeah, I'm cut the vellum. And my initial thing is I'm just going to have it as a one day thing. It will be that day and that will be it. I'm just going to stick it to the vellum and done. And then just put a photo on the back side. That was my plan initially. And then you can see me here trying to figure out, do I want a green insert instead? Like, what do I want? And then I have the great idea to do a flip up. Like, this will be a flip up and it will sit on top of the page protector. So I'm just trying to decide what the inside is going to look like. So you can see me here, and I'm just going to trim this like holly paper. Just going to trim it to the size of the card. And then this is where I make a mistake, because I fold it, I do the scoring and I fold it, and then, oh look, that hole's back. So now the hole is the wrong size. So I go back in, am I going to use a different paper? Am I going to use the same paper? Like, how can I make this right? And I went back and forth again so badly. And I'm like, girl, you have another sheet of this paper. Cut the circles off first. I think what I'm going to do when I have a spare few minutes is just go through that whole paper pack and cut those damn holes off before I fall foul of it again. So I just get the next one, the next paper in the pack, adhere that to the little flip up, cut everything, trim everything to make sure everything's good. And then, yeah, the other one that I'd done, quote, wrong, what I decided to do is take that one and make a little like tag page for the back. I'm not sure if I will use this, but I just decide that why not just try and make, you know, lemons out of lemonade kind of thing. So I'm using red line adhesive here to hold the flip up onto the page protector. I absolutely love that stuff. I have used it all now. It's all done. It's all done. But at first, I want to make sure that I've got my holes in the page protector. So I make sure that I put my holes in and have those done. So the holes are in. Adhere the flip up page to the page protector, kind of trying to get it into the center. I think I'm going to use the, there's like some embellishments from Dollar Tree that are like snowflakes, like the plastic snowflakes. I think I'm going to use that on the vellum. So yeah, I'm just going to decide here, okay, do I want this for tags? What do I want this for? And I've not adhered this to the page protector. So I've just left this as this can be an option. Should you want to do this, you can. And you can see me here trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to put a little circle thing here. And what I'm actually thinking of doing, now that I look at this, is cutting these into two and having two separate little tag holders. But yeah, I don't know. They might go on this page, they might go on a different page. Who knows? Again, this is the whole point of foundation pages. You're just kind of making something that you could play with or not. Or not. So you can see me here just trying to decide where are these tags going to be, how big are they going to be, and yeah. And all I've done with these is kind of, I've just loosely put them into the page protector. So they're not attached or anything like that. They're just like inside the page protector. But that's where they potentially could go. So yeah, and I don't put any red line tape on there because I'm not going to waste red line tape if I don't need to. Are they going to go in there? Are they going to go on there? I don't know. So yeah, that is all of my foundation pages so far. And I am loving this project. I will be back with more December Daily soon. If you enjoyed this, then give me a thumbs up. And yeah, let me know how your December Daily is going. I'll see you soon. Bye.